movie I saw was Adam Sandler's Uncut Gems. So what's this movie about? Well, it's pretty simple. Adam Sandler in 2012 is one of those jewel markets in New York. I guess there's a lot of them in New York, like the top buildings. And this one, he has a couple friends that he keeps their jewelry in the back, and if they ever need it, he grabs it out of the safe because he's a shady dude, and he's in debt with a lot of money. Every time he gets some cash, he's going to go bet it because he needs to bet the money to get big money, and with that big money, pay off people. But with that, he found an uncut gem from Ethiopia, and it's supposed to be worth $1 million. He finally gets it, but the problem is Kevin Garnett sees this gem. Like I said, this is 2012, so it's during the Celtics and 76ers playoff game. Kevin Garnett needs this gem. Every time he touches it, he feels a presence in it. And every time he does have it in his presence, he does good during the basketball games. If he doesn't have it, he does bad during the playoff games. So there's also that timeline, or you could call it, the side stories of Kevin Garnett needing the gem. The Weeknd's in it for a little bit, but this is Adam Sandler's show. This is one of his best movies he's ever done. It probably is his best dramatic role he has ever done. Jump cut. I have no idea. I probably need to buy a humidifier or something with the pollen in the air or something because I'm having a hard time breathing, guys. But anyway, this is Adam Sandler's best dramatic role he's ever done. I do think it deserves an Oscar nomination for sure. I know people are saying, oh, it should go to, Robert De Niro or Joaquin Phoenix or Adam Driver. I'm sorry. Adam Sandler is over Adam Driver, is over Robert De Niro. I would have to rewatch Joker, but I really think it's Adam Sandler or Joaquin Phoenix in my opinion. But this is a tense movie. It was in one of the recliner chairs. Now as I curl up in a ball and some scenes like, what are you doing? Stop it! In the end scene, I yelled in the theater like, ah! Like I did not expect that to happen at all in this movie. There are some interesting tropes they decided to do with actually seeing the gem for the first time, and then you kind of go through the rock and everything. Then when you come out of the rock, I'm not going to spoil it for you guys, but it's like, oh, that's an interesting transition, a really interesting transition. It's kind of funny, but also uncomfortable at the same time. But Uncut Gems, I enjoyed the heck out of this movie. It had a very unique dynamics in this movie. I really try to think of some negatives of this movie. It's very hard. I guess the negatives are what Adam Sandler does, but that's what's written in the script, so you can't really fault that for him. But Uncut Gems, it's a great movie. I recommend it. It is not for everyone, though, because some people might just don't like the scenarios they're in or just the type of story, because it is a very loud New York story of a lot of yelling, a lot of just not good moments in this movie, not a lot of positive moments in this movie. It's a positive movie of how it's made, acted, directed, sound design, everything like that. But the actual movie itself, the core aspect of the movie, is not a positive film. But Uncut Gems will receive a 4.5 out of 5 with Futon. It goes at 90%. So see the critics' news scores gave this movie. So you have the critics at 92% with 230, the audience score of 52% with 7436, and here's critic consensus. Uncut Gems reaffirms that Safdies as masters of anxiety-inducing cinema and proves Adam Sandler remains a formidable dramatic actor when given the right material. I'm not shocked. This is more of a critics movie. I wonder what Good Times got with the critics as well as the audience score. So let's check that real quick, actually. So Good Times also got a 92 with the critics and 81. So it looks like the critics and audience score like Good Times more than Uncut Gems, but I can understand why Uncut Gems audience scores like that. But I do love how they decided to put Kevin Garnett in this movie and have that as a storyline in this movie because he does a great job. Kevin Garnett is really good. And the same cop that's in Knives Out is also the kind of the middleman of Kevin Garnett and Adam Sandler in this movie. He looks very different in this movie. But do you agree? The 90, 92, or 52? Chase like the Blue Futon. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know things. Butantopia, you Butonians. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. And now let's watch the first movie I saw of 2020. Let's do this.